Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and today we've got the Wii 707 to get a look at. This is currently the Mass Drop exclusive. Alright guys, let's get a look at this 707. And this is just going to be a first look. The internet's been down on me for a couple of days, so I'm not going to have pause and read cards and all that stuff, because I store all that stuff in the cloud so I can put information in there wherever I'm at. And with no internet here in the bunker, well, I don't have it. Anyhow, the 707 right now is being sold on Mass Drop as of right now, and I don't know for sure if Wii is going to continue production of this knife and have it out in general production. I would assume they are, because this is a beautiful, beautiful knife. Anyhow, we're going to get a look at it. We'll do some measurements and weights on the fly. Looking at it from the outside, we have carbon fiber inlay. That means that the titanium here is thinned out, and the carbon fiber is an overlay on top of it. So I guess it's an overlay, not inlay. And titanium handle material, standard Wii pivot, and of course we have the star screws, which, okay. On the back side, we're all titanium, have a nicely shaped, understated Wii pocket clip, and we have our pivot with star screw and a little collar around it, and a steel lock bar insert. Now, where this knife gets interesting is whenever you actuate the flipper and get that guy open. And then we get what looks like an odd design, but I want you to take a moment and look at it with me. Look where the handle goes and where the blade is. What they've done is kept the blade in line with your hand. So whenever you put your hand around it, it doesn't look so different. And they've given you a big choil up here, which of course is wonderful. I love a big forward finger choil that gives you enough room that you're not going to get your finger cut. And they've swedged the blade up here on both sides. This one's got the black DLC type coating, I assume, and satins here. It is a frame lock, of course, and it's running on ceramic ball bearings with a flipper. So, friggin' awesome. We do have our 3 little Wii marks they've started putting on some of the knives, and they do translate directly back to the jimping on the thumb ramp. So what we're really ending up here, even though the knife looks a little odd open, what we're really ending up with is a very Spyderco-ish ergonomics on the knife. We have our thumb ramp running up, and we have our forward finger choil. Slightly different than this Manix 2, but just as an example, very similar. Whenever you get your hand around the knife, they've done very similar things here. I went about it a little bit differently, of course, but that's where you get the blade looking like it's setting above the knife when it really isn't. They just haven't went with a full leaf shape like Spyderco does to get the same effect. But I just wanted you guys to get a look at it. We'll get a weight here real quick. Okay, we're on grams, so we got 120.5 grams, 4.25 ounces, so it's not terribly heavy. We got a ruler out here. And we have a full open length of about 8 inches and a blade length of about 3 and just under 3/4, I believe. We'll get more exacting measurements whenever we do a full review of the knife, but it's gonna be a good one. I am really, really digging the ergonomics on the knife. They work good in either grip. The pocket clip doesn't cause a hot spot, and they've learned from some of the previous knives, and they have the star screws covered this time so they don't get into your hand. So that is a beautiful thing. Hopefully as the future rolls on, we will consider some other fasteners, but for now they send you the tool for the star screw, so we're not going to fuss too much about that. And here we have it in the pocket, and well thought out again. Sets down pretty low in the pocket. If you use a lanyard, leaves the lanyard hole above the pocket. So, and it's understated. Like it a lot. So anyhow, guys, that is your WE 707. This is the E model, and there's 3 or 4 or more different models. WE always does several. And it's going to be a good one. We are flat ground, swedged, and it gets thinner behind the edge than a lot of WE knives do. That's going to be beautiful as well. S35VN for blade steel. And I appreciate you taking time to hang out with me and get a look at the WE 707. And you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.